welcome back to the second part of the day. It's my great pleasure to be emceeing today. My name is Idriss. I'm the founder of Relevation. And to start the second part of the day, we don't have anything else than the best tech companies in 2021. And I will let Bob, let me try to pronounce it well, Gillespie, or yeah, it's a Scottish name, take the lead on the floor to welcome all the 9 companies where they have invested. And Bob is an executive director at Reach, so the very famous accelerator in PropTech. And also they have Second Century Ventures, also very well known. Bob, the floor is all yours.
All right, thank you. All right, hey, can you guys hear me? You all right? Thanks, my friend. All right. Feels so impersonally that far away, isn't it? We got to get into it. We got the moat here. I call this the moat. So I might be down here if that's okay. You guys all right? Am I lit well? Do I look beautiful? How are we doing? We all right? All right. I'm going to make sure this works. All right, good. We're working here. We're excellent there. All right, excellent. So real quickly, my name is Bob Gillespie. I actually run our Reach commercial program in the United States. And Valentina's here today, feeling a little under the weather, so I'm going to pinch hit today for her and Natasha. But they run the Reach UK program. We are a prop tech program. We work with growth stage companies to make their businesses go faster. And then we have a venture firm on top of that where we follow on. We invested in DocuSign, for instance, back in 2008. That was a good one. And that's what we do. So enough about me. I'll do some silliness later, perhaps. But really, it's much more about our companies today. I would like to remind you, this is an exhibition, not a competition. So please, for the love of God, no wagering. All right, and with that, our first company, energy today, after lunch. They always give me the after the lunch spot. Let's have a little energy, have a little fun. Let's whoop it up. Maybe somebody give me a yeah, but have some fun today, all right? These are all startups. These guys, this will be awesome. Let's get it going. Our first company is Hammock. I'm going to introduce you to, I'm learning all these, I've got to learn the names. It's not my program. This is Stephen Reynard. Reynard from Hammock, and Reynard is also French for the word fox. So we learned something today, and with that, please welcome Steven.
Thank you, everybody. I've been told that under strict instructions to stand on the stage so they can video it for everyone who's not here today. As mentioned, my name's Steve Reynard. I head up business development at Hammock. So who are Hammock? Hammock are the property finance solution. It's a product built by landlords for landlords. So what do we do? Well, we take property information, tenancy information, and by utilizing open banking, your bank transactional information, and put that into the Hammock engine. We then offer 3 services: bookkeeping, tax statements, and insights. By using the bookkeeping, what this will do is automate all your transactions, removing the need for any spreadsheets or timely manual processes, to fully automate how all that data comes in and is reconciled. Once we've got that, we feed it into the tax statements, which will give you a full snapshot of all your taxable and non-taxable earnings. And then utilizing the insights, what this then brings to you is things like your loan-to-value ratios, any yields, broken down, again, per property, what that looks like if you've got any arrears, and any void periods that you might have. It's everything brought together, eliminating the need for spreadsheets or manual tasks. And here's how it looks. On the left, you can see that this is what a fully populated tax statement looks like. That's really prevalent for things like Making Tax Digital, which is going to come in April 2024, where all of that process needs to be digitized. And on the right, if you prefer, and a lot of people do, you can use all this on an app, anywhere or anytime, either via Apple or on the Google stores. And when we say we support all landlords, we really do. I've already covered how we support our core offering, the core landlords. And we also have some other features, like you can have a current account with Hammock built into the product. So if you want to get a bit more professional and separate your personal transactions from your landlord's transactions to do with your rentals, you can, and it's all in the product. And we also have a document management area where you can put any certificates, renewals, or insurance documents, any documents you like, and get reminders and prompts when these are coming up for renewal, so you don't miss any key deadlines. We also have some additional offerings for the other landlord types shown, and these can all be tailored to your needs. So come and see us down on the Reach stand if you want to know more. One example that we hear from our social housing landlords is they get a large volume of transactions coming in at different times and for different amounts, which can be a nightmare to reconcile. We can simplify this whole process. And if you want to split transactions against an individual, a portfolio, or properties, again, the software enables this. And finally, if you're here and you're build to rent or rent to buy, our credit builder is linked with Experian that can help boost your credit rating. That's an overview of Hammock. I'm going to pass over now, but if you want to know more, come down and see us at the stand. Thanks ever so much for your time.
All right. What's the next guy? Nobody told me I was supposed to be on the stage. I don't like the moat, but I'll go up here. I do what I'm told. All right, so our next company I actually have a personal connection to, and he'll explain here for a minute. I'm actually staying at one of their flats. They're right off of Sloan Square, so very excited. I've been having a great time. Very excited to introduce you to Richard Bridger. Richard Bridger with Hospiria. Richard.
In case you're wondering, that's Richard Bridger. Sorry. Okay. My name is Richard. I'm the founder of Hospiria. It's a tech platform to help real estate of all types be able to maximize their revenue with short-term rentals. $170 billion is the size of the global short-term rental market. And you would think that that would be a massive opportunity for real estate, and yet actually, to be honest, apart from individual owners, most large real estate companies are kind of sat on the side as this megatrend has been taken off, which is a little bit of a surprise, because if you think about it, whatever asset you have, fundamentally, you have a night that you are looking to sell, whether it's on a 5-year lease, 1-year tenancy, 3-month short stay, week-long holiday let. You want as many nights in that calendar year occupied, and you want it done for the highest possible nightly rate. Now, you've got to ask yourself, why is that? Well, the reason is because actually it's hard, or at least it feels like it's hard for people who are in normal resi. They're like, oh my God, I have to do all of these different things in order to try and actually get into the short-term rental market. That feels like too much work, and also it's way too complex. This is just a tiny, small selection of the tech providers that you could work with in each section. So I kind of understand why more aren't involved. And that is the problem which Hospiria solves. We're the only platform that enables you to manage any type of asset, whether it's a whole building, a selection of units, individual homes across cities or the country, and accept any length of stay, whether it's short, mid, long. You can actually flex your strategies with it, and you can achieve all of these different things from one place. You don't have to be dying with death by Chrome tab, as I call it, to try and achieve all of these different things.
I can handle it. Just tell me what to call it.
And what that does is it opens up some really interesting new commercial opportunities. If you have a big building that's coming on stream, you've got 600 units that are sat empty, it might take you 2 years to lease that up. You should actually be increasing your occupancy and generating income from those units. Similarly, you could be doing try before you buy. Why are you giving away 3 months at the start of your tenancies? You should be having them pay you for that. You could be getting more corporate bookings who are doing their relocations. And even if you're fully leased up in the new flexible world, your tenants are going to be disappearing for longer periods of time. And they're going to want to be making use of that asset. So rather than have them do it behind your back on Airbnb, you should put it directly through the system that you manage it in, and then actually you can take a cut. Our average uptick is 3% for our portfolio partners, an increase in yields because of that increase in rates and in occupancy. And if you're looking for a way to incorporate short-term rentals into your technology stack, come and see us at the Reach stand or contact us, hello@hospiria.com. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Good boy, Richard. Look at look how many people are here. Look at this. Look around. This is amazing how many people we have at this thing. This is outstanding. The most well-attended session, I believe, in the history of this event. And this is the first year, I should mention that. Valentine, you all right? You okay? Dropped a pen? We all right? Got it all under control. Oh, I would be remiss to not mention that if you are interested in our Reach UK program, applications do open next week. So we will be looking at, this is our 2021 class, we'll be looking for 2022. Next week, the application's open, so please stop by our booth. Booth number 312, I just completely made that up. Booth 409, booth 656. Just find the big giant reach booth and you'll find us there. But applications open next week. And with that, let's see our third company, which is MYR and Axel Hars, please. Axel, ladies and gentlemen. Axel.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for the invitation and the opportunity. My name is Axel. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Myrai.ai. At Myrai.ai, we are building the future. We are digitizing and automating your cleaning and your office to make you save time, energy, and money. And you know, when we started this company in 2020, we are just discovering that the office was still living in the pre-digital era. So what was the pre-digital era? It was, you know, the time when you want to have a taxi, you have to pick up your phone, call a taxi, book it, not knowing who is coming to pick you up, at what time it will come to pick you up, and how long it will take you them to lead you to the airport. It was a time in which you were losing yourselves in town, not having a smartphone, not having a GPS to locate yourselves. You were living in darkness. And when it comes down to cleaning today, it's the same. You don't know who is coming into your office, you don't know what he is doing, you can't communicate with him, and you are living totally in darkness. And that's what we are tackling currently. But now with Myrai.ai, you can digitize and automate your cleaning in your office. You will have, thanks to your IoTs and technologies, every night transparency over what's happening. You will decrease your cleaning carbon footprint by 80%, reduce your OPEX up to 50%. And also, on a human standpoint, you will give all the cleaners the best technology to do their jobs. So thanks to that, they are not doing any noise during their jobs, so they can go back during the day. So you are giving them back a daily life, which is really, really important, and decrease their turnover by up to 30%. And your building and office will also become a source of data. So on your cleaning command center, you will find all the data that the IoTs are gathering. You will find all the transparency also, because we have developed an app for the cleaners, and now they will take pictures of any incident that has happened the night before. They will be notified. If you have some specific tasks that you want them to handle, you will design your task list, and everything will be transparent and smarter. So just to summarize, thanks to our technology, you will now reduce your carbon footprint by 80%, you will reduce your OPEX up to 30%, and your office will become smarter, greener, healthier. Welcome to the Office of the Future. Thank you.
All right. Who's the next guy? Okay. There we go. All right, hey, we are, that's 3, and we got 5 to go. So that's approximately 37.5% the way through the program. How are we doing so far? We enjoy ourselves? All right. Next, so let's just get to it. Next up, Offer, Robert Hoban from Offer. Robert, please. Clap, we clap.
Thank you, Bob. Hi, folks. I'm Robert Hoban, CEO, founder of Offer. Offer is a transaction marketplace with transaction technology for commercial and residential agents. It's quite an innovative piece of technology which can sit on any broker's website as a cool little button and a pop-up panel that allows buyers and prospective tenants to instantly register, go through the entire process, purchase or rent a property with just a few taps of their smartphone. All transaction types are covered, from online auctions to private treaty, to tenders, to new home sales, and to lettings. And we're soon working on a commercial lease process that's in the pipeline. As a former auctioneer, I'm used to taking bids from people in a room like this, but we've now gone into the digital world, providing the service to an agent to digitize their entire business and customer relationships. As you can see, it sits in the agent's own branding, white labeled, on the broker's website as a little button and pop-up panel. It's smartphone enabled and desktop enabled. It's very flexible and allows multiple currencies and multiple languages around the world. It can sit on any website in any country, in any part of the world that transacts real estate. It houses and streams all media. So whether it's virtual tours, broadcasts, live auctions with an auctioneer, or any other sort of communication that's needed, such as 3D self-tours or pre-recorded video tours, all delivered through the same piece of technology, which means we track an entire journey from start to finish, from first inquiry right through to exchange, including signing of contracts, processing of title information, data room technology, which allows lawyers to interact, so the lawyer acting for one party can deal with the lawyer acting for the other party, and everything is tracked with instant feedback sent through our integrations, our APIs, into CRM systems. As you can see, there's dashboards. So unlike any other way of buying or transacting property in the past, you've now got real-time information that's not required to be manually updated. Everything is automated. So every time somebody splits an offer, instant communication is sent to other parties saying that a new offer has been received. It digitizes and automates about 80 to 90% of what an estate agent or commercial broker does in their typical day and week, and allows for future-proofing for the next generation of property buyers and renters who wish to use their smartphone for all of the journey. And so just to summarize, we had a customer that contacted me to say he bought 2 properties. He was sitting on an aircraft in Heathrow Airport waiting for the plane to take off. And he registered and he bid on 2 properties. Within a couple of minutes, he'd spent about £600,000 or £700,000, and he put the phone away before he did any more damage. So while everyone else was checking their Facebook feeds, the plane took off and he landed in Dublin an hour later. Our company was launched in Dublin originally. And when he turned on his phone to check his messages, in his inbox were the signed contracts for both those properties. And he said to me, in 20 years of buying property, he's never had an experience where from sitting in his airplane seat to leaving, he had bought the entire transaction from start to finish. And he said he never wants to buy property any other way again. And that, for me, signified what the future of the property transaction should look like. So our goal at Offer is to make buying or renting property as easy as booking a flight. Thank you very much.
All right. All right, Robert, excellent. Excellent job. This is the halfway point. It gets better from here, people. This is true. This is the 3rd time I've done a demo day like this, and people don't believe me, but in the next 15 minutes, the temperature in this room rises about 5 to 7 degrees. They haven't figured out why. It's a scientific fact, though. So if you have a pacemaker or any kind of transplant, if you're pregnant or plan on becoming pregnant in the next 72 hours, you might want to move further away from the stage or closer to this. I don't know, I'm not a doctor. Just do something, whatever you need to do. But I just want to wear it. It heats up from here is what I'm trying to tell you. It heats up. You know why it heats up? Because next up is Steve Rad from Property Inspect. Steve, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Rad, Property Inspect. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here and out again. I'm Steve Rad, the co-founder and CEO of Property Inspect. We are a software platform for managing and streamlining property inspections. We enable more effective and more automated property and building management. And our platform facilitates and designates tasks and property visits to complete many types of reports or checklists, whatever it is. And you can allocate those property visits to your in-house staff, individual departments, approved suppliers who you've connected into your software, or even to residents or tenants for those self-assessment or live-streamed inspections. We're also connecting a nationwide network of property service professionals, anywhere from inventories to inspections to electrical and gas safety and even drone pilots. At the heart of our software is our advanced report tool, effectively a digital form tool wrapped in workflow. We have a pre-packed template library full of templates across residential, commercial, building, facility and asset management, hospitality, housing, many more sectors. With our template builder, you can really refine and customize the inspection experience, whether it's detailed inspection surveys or quick inspection checklists, to complete and to document everything out in the property that you want to document. And it makes your inspectors' lives easier because they follow a form process with embedded prompts and guidance throughout that template to capture information in the format that you want to capture. With some of our intelligent features, I could be here for hours talking about all the features, but most importantly, the ability to automatically embed external and internal data into your reports at the time of arriving on site. This means your inspectors can shortcut data entry, you can create more hybrid data-driven reports, and whether that's information stored in an external property management system or building sensors or any third-party data source, that information can be automatically merged in and allow your inspectors to action that data and use that data. By setting conditional rules and triggers, your reports can become more reactive. Whether they, based on a predefined answer, will show and hide additional sections of the report, require more information such as additional comments, a certain number of photos or videos, or even automatically flag up follow-up actions. And with those actions, you can create automatic action reports, which are sent to internal team members, again to the departments or third parties, or even create and allocate work orders to mark off those actions. All of this information is stored back to your audit trail. The benefits obviously are numerous with our software, but we completely eliminate post-production in the field, so there is no more work after you leave the property. You hit a button when you walk out the door, and your reports will be automatically numbered, referenced, and professionally presented with your brand, all of the evidence time-stamped and distributed to all the recipients of the report, automatically tracking when they open the report, when they read, and they sign, and storing all of that information back to your audit trail. It makes training easy for your inspectors out in the field. It reduces disputes, it reduces costs, and you can really connect in all your stakeholders to centralize document management. And we have an open API as well. Used by a really fantastic range of companies. We've got 2.2 million inspections to date, and we guarantee you we can deploy Property Inspect in your organization within the hour. Thanks very much.
All right, Steve, thank you. All right, let's go right, let's keep it rolling. Can you feel the train? Let's keep the train rolling down the tracks. Here we go. Let's just go right to Smart Point with Tom Selva. Tom, Smart Point.
Thank you, Bob.
On it.
Cheers. Wow, that was a quick intro. With no further ado, I'm Tom Selva. I'm the CEO of SmartPoint. I used to be the head of innovation engineering for Norman Foster for many years.
Correct.
And working with Norman Foster and many buildings across the world, what I realized is if I could get that going into my slide. I might need some technical help. There we go. All right. So what I realized is in every single building, we were missing a single point that could receive all of your online deliveries. It could receive all of your needs like dry cleaning or any other service that you might need in a residential or even in office buildings. How many of us are trying to manage working from home, then going into the office, not knowing where the courier is going to deliver what and when? We need that certainty, and it adds a lot of value to our assets. Because that's a bit small and you might not see it, but we're World PropTech of the Year 2020, and we won Germany's Built World contest just shortly. There you go. So the Smart Point is an automated point inside your building where you can simply request any service and deliver anything you might need from products and services. How does that work? When you have a Smart Point in your building, you can simply access the web app. That means you can order directly from our services, 220 different providers with more than 10,000 products, from contact lenses all the way to pharmaceuticals. You can even send packages just €1 across your entire city. You can order flowers and tons of different services that we provide directly. And in addition, this isn't working quite as smoothly, but I will explain over it. You can go into any shop. It could be Amazon or Amazon 2.0 that might start tomorrow. You have your personalized delivery address to your Smart Point. That means that the courier can access that Smart Point with no technical barriers, no cost. It's totally free for Amazon and any single shop. This little cap that you've seen here, I actually ordered it this morning, and I received it in 3 hours from Amazon here in this venue. And I would love to have you come and have a look at how our Smart Point works and play with a few of our services to see if you're enticed to order any for tomorrow. So a little bit of what that means to your building. We know how many users are ordering what. We know the activity in both residential and office buildings. This is incredibly valuable to both facility managers, human resources that are trying to activate spaces, that need to know how many packages are actually being ordered. How can we get our couriers to enter from a certain location and make sure that we're not creating issues with the lobby spaces? And also, how much time am I saving? How much money am I saving by not having staff having to pick up orders? How much value am I adding by having all this breadth of services for my building? We have over 700 clients. We're present in Germany and growing very rapidly in the UK, Spain, Portugal, and Denmark. Please come to the stand and reach and come try the SmartPoint. We'd love to have you there. Thank you very much. We're SmartPoint.
Hey, Sam. All right. I love the hat. Any truth to the rumor if they come by your booth 3.14159, then you get a free hat, I believe. I'm not sure that's true or not. Check with Tom on that if that's the case. I just might have made that up completely. Next up, Amy Shields with Sprift. Amy with Sprift. Stole the clicker. Clicker's gone missing. We are now on top of the clicker. We're all right. Okay, here we go. Amy with Sprift.
Hello, is that this working? Cool. I'm Amy from Sprift, and we are a property data platform for residential property in the UK, and our strapline is to know any property instantly. So the whole point of Sprift is to be a single source of truth for property data. As we know, the house buying and selling process in the UK is horrendous, and we want to make it quicker, cheaper, and easier through the provision of comprehensive and upfront data and information. We're currently working with over 4,000 estate agents in the UK. We have the most comprehensive residential property-specific data. We work with whole-of-portal market data, and we provide it through either our platform, data sets, and our API. As already said, the housing market in the UK is very slow and inefficient. There are far too many data sources for the property professionals to have to go to do their research, and that has now put us as an average of 19 weeks for conveyancing. So the opportunity was to aggregate and productize all of the property data that's out there. We've put it all in one place for every property professional to access, and therefore assisting homeowners, buyers, landlords, and tenants. However, most importantly for estate agents, it's helping them win a lot of business. So at the moment, we have over 1,000 official data sources on the platform. This is an example of a property dashboard that you can access on Sprift. You can see any property instantly through a dashboard on the platform. And obviously, estate agents then are able to run reports from this, so they can run several different reports for their different clients that they work with. User cases, obviously for estate agents, property professionals, surveyors, conveyancers, they can save an awful lot of time with regards to research on the platform. Vendors obviously have a lot more upfront information, and buyers are much better informed with our buyers' reports, therefore negating any red flags before they move into the conveyancing process. So the evolution of property technology is fairly obvious. We've all gone from Rolodexes to CRMs, newspapers to property portals, and obviously with property portals, that's the emergence of online estate agents. However, it all comes back to property data. The tech. So obviously, those are a few of our tech sources. We then have, as I said, data sets, API, and obviously the main platform to run with if you're interested in Sprift. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, we're down on the reach stand.
Thank you, Amy. All right. Last one. Are we feeling it? Are we feeling the last one? This is the apex. This is like at the time, this is the end of the movie where you find out that Bruce Willis was dead the whole time. That's what happens next. Rosebud is the sled. Any other films I can ruin for anybody that you haven't seen? Any at all? I can just yell them out now? Okay. Last up, a very good friend of mine. Please welcome Chris Pawlik from EPR Squared. Chris from EPR Squared.
Thank you, Bob. All right. Appreciate you all having me here today. My name is Chris Pawlik. I'm founder and CEO of EPR Squared. We're based out of California and part of the US commercial reach class of 2020. Now, many of you might be wondering, what's a California company doing at London cleantech? Now, that said, no matter where you're flying, whether you're flying into London, New York, Los Angeles, Sydney, as far as the eye can see, you'll see buildings, properties all over the place. But what you won't see is solar or other clean tech. Now, in 2 weeks, Glasgow, COP26, 190 countries are coming out to figure out a path forward for climate action. Bank of America, regardless of what happens in this conference, has already stated that over the next 30 years, $150 trillion is going to be spent on climate change investment. From that perspective, we believe that real estate owners, along with the real estate industry, hold the keys to positively impacting our environment and our economy, both locally and globally. Specifically, by generating electricity on buildings where it's being consumed. And just to be clear, every property has the right to generate clean energy. Real estate is the foundation and cornerstone of the global economy. From that perspective, mineral rights, oil rights, water rights are the national wealth of a nation. Oil and gas rights are literally the cornerstone of what has powered the entire 20th century economy. Air rights and cell tower rights have promoted and facilitated the digital transformation of our 21st century economy. Energy rights are a platform for clean tech, and based on our calculations, it's a $15 trillion global opportunity. Now, how do we do this? Everything we do is based on commercial real estate precedents and based on the existing utility structure for your energy usage. We align the interests of all stakeholders, both on the project and property level, and we address the incentive issue with landlords and tenants related to who pays for the power. We make this process completely simple and straightforward for the property owner, and we make sure that project-level investors have better collateral, higher returns, and more importantly, a platform for clean tech innovation in the future. These are just a few of the projects that we've built. 3 properties in Northern California, added about $2 million in value for our property owners on day 1, about 1,800 tons of carbon sequestered. So, how much are your energy rights worth? If you're interested in learning more, please come down and talk to us at the booth. Appreciate your time.
All right, thank you, Chris. Thanks, buddy. All right, that's it. 8 companies, how we do? We enjoy it? We learned something today? We had fun? Is it good? All right, please do stop by our booth, talk to some of our companies, learn a little bit more about Reach UK. Applications do open next week. We're at booth 6.02 times 10 to the 39th power. And hope you enjoy your time, and we'll see you. Thanks.